Have you ever wondered what happens to your body, especially your vagina, if you've not had sex over a long period of time? Does your vagina become tighter? Do you regain your virginity? What happens to your desire for sex? Does it affect your fertility? I'll break it all down in today's video, but first of all, I would like to clear a big misconception. Not having sex for a long period of time does not damage your reproductive health. Your ovaries will still function normally. Your menstrual cycle will remain unchanged. Your ability to even get pregnant in future will not be affected. But you may experience certain changes, and here is what you need to know. Does your vagina become tighter? Yes and no. The vagina is naturally elastic, meaning it stretches during childbirth, sex, or when you are using sex toys, and then it returns to its usual size. But if you go months or years without sex, your vaginal walls may lose some of their elasticity. And this is very common in women who are in their menopausal stage, those who are in menopause, because they have lower estrogen levels. And this can make their vaginal walls more thinner and less flexible. But you know, for the youngies, the younger women, the vagina might feel tighter when they decide to return to sex after a long break. However, with regular stimulations or intercourse, it regains its flexibility. Let's take for example, have you ever tried stretching after not exercising for months? You feel stiff at first, right? Because you feel that kind of crack sound. But with consistency, your body will adjust again, just like the vagina does. Next, can the hymen grow back? I don't think you guys know what hymen really means. Some people believe that once you lose your virginity at first and then you stop having sex for a long period of time, the hymen will grow back and then boom, you regain your virginity. This is false. The hymen is a thin membrane that partially covers the vaginal opening. Let's say this is the vaginal opening. The hymen partially covers the vaginal opening, and naturally it stretches and tears as time goes on. If the hymen totally covers the vaginal opening, where will your menstrual blood or your discharge come from? It is not only sex that can tear your hymen. Activities like sports, or you use tampon, or you are even riding a bicycle, this can affect the hymen and can make them wear and tear. And once it is stretched or torn, it does not regenerate. But why do some women feel tighter after abstaining for a long time? It is simply because the vaginal walls have lost some elasticity. And if there is reduced sexual activity, the vaginal lubrication will also be reduced, thereby making penetration feel different. Next, does lack of sex lower your libido? For some women, yes. If you are not having sex, your body might produce lower level of certain hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, because these hormones are usually produced whenever you are having sexual desire. But as time goes on, your body sex drive just naturally declines. But for some other women, this is opposite. Let's say, for example, have you ever craved a food just because you've not eaten it in a long time? That is exactly how some women feel about sex. The more they try to abstain from sex, the stronger their desire grows. This brings me to my next point. Does it take longer to get aroused? For some women, yes. You know, when you are engaged in regular sexual activity, your body will be accustomed to sexual stimulation. Any small thing like this, you're already sexually aroused. But without sex, arousal may take longer, and vaginal lubrication may also reduce. This is why some women usually find their first sexual encounter after a long break slightly uncomfortable. Arousal isn't just physical, it is also mental. So engaging in foreplay, using lubrication, or simply taking things slow can also help. So my next point, does abstinence affect pelvic floor muscle? You know what? Having sex is just like exercising the pelvic muscle. You know, it helps to keep them strong. But if you go for years or months without sex, then the pelvic floor muscle might weaken slightly, and it can result to a condition called urinary incontinence. That is, it will be very difficult to hold urine. But this condition is rare, so not to scare you, it's a rare condition. But there is a good news here. You may strengthen this muscle. You can even strengthen the muscle by doing an exercise called Kegel exercise. This exercise is as simple as whatever you can imagine. It is just like squeezing and releasing your muscles, your vaginal muscles. Squeezing and releasing it. Let's say you are urinating and somebody knock at your door. What do? First of all, hold that urine. You see that muscle, that strength you used to hold that urine. That is exactly one Kegel exercise you've done there. The fact that you are able to squeeze your vagina like this, so that the urine will hold for you to hear. Who is that? Who is knocking? That is exactly what I mean by Kegel. So it's not only when you are inside the toilet. You might be sitting in your sitting room, or you are even in your office. You just be simply squeeze your vagina, loose, squeeze, loose, squeeze, release. So that's an exercise. You can do it as often time as possible. You can also practice yoga to improve your pelvic strength and flexibility. Does abstinence lead to sexual frustration? Yes. When you have sex, your brain releases feel-good hormones, those oxytocin and dopamine. When they are released, you feel good. It helps to reduce stress and boost your happiness. But without regular sexual activity, some women may just feel irritable. They may feel anxious or even experience mood swings. And that is because their body is being deprived of these feel-good hormones. On to the next. Can lack of sex reduce the risk of urinary tract infection? Yes, of course, because one of the main causes of urinary tract infection is the transfer of bacteria from the anus to the vagina and urinary tract during sex. But when there is no sex, or there is no regular sex, that will result to what? Lower risk of urinary tract infection. I am not saying that sex is the only thing that can cause urinary tract infection. Of course, there are other ways by which one can get this infection. For example, poor hygiene, dehydration, or even hormonal imbalances, hormonal changes. They all can lead to these infections. Now, should you stop birth control if you are not having sex? If your only reason for using that birth control is to prevent pregnancy, then why not? You can stop it. What's the essence of using birth control pills when you are not having sex anyway? However, some women usually use birth control pills for some reason that is not even to prevent pregnancy. For example, they use it to manage menstrual cramps, aching, pimples, or even hormonal imbalance. But when you stop birth control pills, you might see changes like irregular periods, because your body will be trying to adjust, and then you may see increase in your vaginal lubrication because of the hormonal level changes, the shifts in hormone levels. Then you might see changes in your libido, although some women have reported that their libido increases, while some their libido decreases. So this varies. You cannot compare yourself to anybody. But if you are doubting, or you are not sure if you should stop using your birth control pills or not, then I'd advise that you consult your doctor so that they would discuss with you if it will affect you or not. To cap it all, taking a break from sex doesn't harm your body. It doesn't do anything. So don't think of any negative aspects. If there's any changes that you see as a result of this, just know that it is temporary. If you decide to resume sex today, like once you resume, your body will just adjust and gradually go back to its normal state. And mind you, sex is good, it is great. I'm not disputing that fact. In fact, there are tons of benefits that you get as a result of engaging in sex. This video is not about advocating for sex or not to have sex. It is just to explain to you what your body might be experiencing as a result of abstinence. And anticipate, in my next video, I'll be talking about what happens to men when they stop having sex. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell so that you will not miss it. Don't forget, your health is my mission, so please keep thriving.